Hi, I'm William Anderson. I'm originally from West Allis, Wisconsin, but I've also lived in Taiwan for a number of years, and I've been living in Kuwait since 2008.
Hello, my name is Maryam Hosseinnia. I am Iranian American. I've been working in Kuwait um, since 2007, and I'm currently in Tehran right now. So, yeah, this is where I'm at. And William and I have been collaborating some time, and he'll tell you more about our history of collaboration. But this project came to me actually from William, and so because we've had such a good relationship of working together, this project seemed really right to us. And so the Facebook platform became our sort of our playground to engage and connect with people who were also stuck different parts of the world, but also gave us this sort of a platform to post our questions and get the we wanted. So this is really how it started. And I'm going to ask William to add to this.
Just to summarize, because there was some legs, if some things were missed. Thank you, Miriam. We were really focused on more the migrant workers in Kuwait and expats, and there's a fine distinction between there. But 70% of Kuwait's population are expats, migrant workers. And that's what we were going to focus on. And we were starting to interview some of the workers, cleaners, security staff that even work at our university, but in stores, everywhere else around Kuwait. And then the pandemic happened. So we kind of lost contact physically with people because we were in lockdown and everybody was afraid of, could we go out? Could we meet people? Could we talk with people? So that kind of stopped us immediately from interviewing people directly. And then, as Miriam said, social media sort of took over. And then because we were in lockdown, we kept on thinking about home. And that's where sort of the focus went to. We were originally, going to be more focusing on these migrant workers' homes. Many workers all living together in one very small place, and what their lives were like, what their dreams were like, what they hoped for in the future. And it's slightly shifted to more talking to people all around the globe, as Miriam said, through social media. So that's where the theme came from and how it sort of shift more towards social media. And then that also helped sort of give us an idea for the aesthetics, sort of this overlapping of layers of images, of text, of questions on top of each other in these layers. Just to continue on, why I really like to work with collaboration is because as an artist, you usually have this stereotypical idea of just the artist in the studio doing his own thing, and it's usually a him. I really, in some ways, like to be humbled. Like my ego can't just like take over. When you're working with somebody, you really have to learn to compromise. And that always forces me to do something different than I would normally do, which I think is a good and healthy thing. So for me, collaboration has always been a really enriching experience. Miriam?
Yeah, I mean, just to add to what you're saying, William, there are many layers that I love working in a collaborative space, and especially working with you in the past few projects, because there's a sense of deepening the creative process, learning from one another, learning where the strengths and the weaknesses are. There are certain things that I was not comfortable with, where my collaborator would come in and just sort of force in that energy that I was lacking. And there's a very strong sense of accountability. And I think that's also very important in a collaborative environment, because then I have that other person, the creative person that I'm feeling accountable toward. And also, as you said, it really drops that notion of ego and creates that space of sharing. And that's really lovely. And it, yeah, I love collaborative work. That's all I can say. It brings me out of my own cocoon, and it's healthy. And yeah.
Why I think, thank you, and why I think
What else
collaboration
can we
is,
add to that?
yeah, why I think collaboration internationally is so important is because to me, art is about connecting. You know, if it's the artist connecting with color, materials, clay, fiber, paint, whatever material it is, the artwork connecting with an audience, the artist connecting with an audience, and artist connecting with an artist. You know, so by having, you know, a greater, that's why I love to show internationally. That's why I love to work with artists internationally. It really broadens my mind, my world, broadens consciousness, and I think that's, to me, what art for me is really about. Breaking down these barriers between people, cultures, audiences, and I love to do that. So to work collaboratively with someone like Maryam from Iran that might have very different views, a different experience, different growing up, it really broadens my worldview, my consciousness, and that's what I really love about it.